My name is Angel. I'm the intake director.
Cause a rose is still a rose. When flies, baby girl, you are a flower. Flowers grow in concrete. They can come out of concrete. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I haven't been around, but I have been around, but I haven't been around. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, babes. Flowers, roots, trees, roses, whatever you will. But I want to be attentive. I want to be intentional. Yeah, I want to be motivational, even in the midst of all this here. So this is my one, two, three, my third complete day with a new hip. I got a new hip. My leg is even bigger. So yeah, so I'm just chilling and trying to recoup. I wanted to talk about the life and death is in the power of the tongue, and we can't actually put ourselves in a box. You know, I think the motivational meme that I put up for today was the two things you can remember in life. Two things to remember in life is take care of your thoughts when you are alone. So that means that you don't let the enemy creep in because the word is God. God is the word, and the word is the living true God. We just have to tap into the word to gird up our loins, put the helmet of salvation on. I think if that's the order. But any event, I'm going to make sure that I get the right correct thing for you all. But the thoughts that you have when you are alone, sometimes we can be alone, and when things don't go the way that we intended to, or the way that we think it should, or however our emotions may feel at the time, or our heart, we tend to let those demonic voices speak to us, and we all fight against that, and in this time that we live in now is we under a spiritual attack, and I see that. So I have to keep girded up in the word. I have to keep girded up in my faith, because that's all I have, and that's all we do have, you know. So another thing is that was number one, but number two is wait a second. Number two is take care of the words when we speak. Well, no, take care of the words when you are with people. So that means our words are valuable. It can release energy, and it does release energy. But we have to be careful of the words that we speak, not in front of others, but also the ones that we speak over ourselves, because we can speak damnation over ourselves. I lost my best friend, and I think I talked a little bit about it a couple of days ago while I was in the hospital after my surgery. Um, I never lived without her before. We've been friends since we were like little teeny girls, 6, 7. I remember when we cut our fingers and we said we were blood sisters, and then our social security number is the same except for one number. So you could never tell us that we were some really, really, really blood sisters. So I say that to say, we had a lot of talks, and when each person goes their own way and find their way in life, no matter. what your direction is or your path, because we all have our own paths. Every individual has a path of their own life, their purpose, um their gifts. Um so when you have years of history, even still, we go our separate ways, but we're gonna always be friends, if you will. And we were like sisters, and we hadn't talked in about a year or so. Corresponding, through Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm kind of a personal person. That's why it's kind of hard for me to get up here sometimes and just talk, because I'm a person that have to have some kind of meaningful conversation. I can't just sit and just talk about nothing. I always want to learn something. I always want to teach something if I know it, to put somebody on or whatever the case may be. But I say that to say that she had told me 2 years ago that her children was going to find her stinking. And I say that what I just said, you got to be mindful what you say around people and what you speak over yourselves, because it shall be. You know, the enemy, that spirit of Jezebel, deceit, lie, well, he he sees. So he's able to attack you at all costs, at all times. Whenever you have your guard down, you're gonna feel it. So again, she always would say that, and I did say to her, excuse me, God, the medicine is making me a little sleepy. But I had said to her, one of our conversations that we had, that was in 2024, around the time that I celebrated my 54th birthday. I had did the fundraising for our neighborhood and community, and as that's when I actually started my YouTube channel. That day that we discussed, I had my birthday, she was there, and so forth and so on, and I started the channel because I was able to go live. I had 50 subscribers, and I was able to go live. So that was like really awesome, and that's a milestone in the memory that I didn't realize until until just then. But I said to her, if your children find you stinking, then they really should. They really should find you stinking. She said, no, because that's going to devastate them. I say that to say, you had your mother, your dad, your grandmama, whoever's still living on this earth. It shouldn't be a day that you go without talking to them. And my mom always told me I would get mad because of something she said that was right. I didn't like the way she said it. I didn't like why she said it. I just didn't like it. Right? So, in terms of that, some days I would just not answer and try to act as if I was really, really busy. Until one day she said to me, she was like, as long as you live, don't you ever, ever go a day without talking to me. And I understood that. I understood the assignment. These flies, man, it's only one fly, and I am going to get this fly. So imagine you can't move your legs and stuff that fast, and just something crawl on you, something taking fly on you, you can't get it. It's like murder. Not murder, I won't say that. It's like the worst. So again, like I said, you got to be careful of what you say out of your mouth, because you can speak that over yourself. So my girlfriend spoke that over herself, and she passed away on the 2nd, because that's the last time that anybody talked to her. And she was found on June 9th. That was 7 days, 7 whole days, 7 whole days that um she was in her apartment, decomposed, where she had her dog. The dog started eating on her and everything like that. So speaking over yourself, speaking things over your life, you know, you got to think positive, even in the midst of it all. I'm going through to get through, because this place has came to the end, and circumstances have happened, life shows up, and you get kind of stuck at a place because you don't know, you not that you don't trust God enough. I should say that because I'm in a predicament where I procrastinated as far as leaving here knowing that this place wasn't good for me. So things had to happen. Sometimes things just gotta happen. So and it did happen. Yes, it did. It did happen. It happened. So I had mold and I became to be sick here. You know, that don't have nothing to do with my hip replacements or anything. I'm talking about as far as my breathing issue. I never had no breathing problems. I just always had seasonal allergies. Now I done picked up a whole asthma machine. Just a beautiful stuff. But I'm still gonna scream. I'm still gonna shout. I'm still gonna still smile, even though I still might cry a little bit. You know, because crying is for the soul. It soothes the soul. Yup. So here is my recovery. That's some of my things is packed right there. And then my socks, I put them on backwards. But this right here, this pillow right here, that's to keep this is to keep my knees from touching, because with the surgery, you're not able to, if they do your incision on the side of my hip is where I got it towards posterior. Posterior means the back. So I got the hip surgery back this part. That's where the stitches and stuff are. So my leg even got big. This leg right here is so small. Look how small this leg is compared to this leg. So once I get my second done, this is the first, one down, one to go, I'll be good. But they give you this pillow because you got to keep your legs apart. You can't cross them. You can't bend over to touch your toes or anything like that because that'll pop the hip out of place. So really, actually, I'm able to keep the pain down. And shoot, I've been walking because they got me up to walk right afterwards. I got up right after my surgery. So I just wanted to come in to talk about, you know, you got to speak good things over yourself. You can't speak, even though we might say, I'm tired. I just can't take it no more. But you got to realize what you're saying, because if you're tired, that means you don't want to do nothing no more. Or if you can't take something no more, that means that you don't want to be around or be here to do it. So that's why we got to speak life over ourselves. My sister, she didn't speak life over herself. I saw that fly. I'm going to get me a fly swatter. Because flies drive me nuts. You know that? So that is the message that I had to get today. Each one reach one, teach one. And just keep in mind, it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. It's not what happens, it's how you react to it. So I have decided, I picked a side, and I am going to act with and then it's like my knee is not even as bad. And then on this side, this ain't making no cricket sound. Over on this side right here, this left side, since I didn't get that one done, it's like crickety, crickety, crack, crickety, 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 crack. Driving me nuts, right? So anyway, this is a total hip replacement that I have. And I have to recover from. It takes 2 months. I won't be able to get back to the gym until I'm able to get the staples and the stitches out. Um, so as of now, I'm a little, I'm not gonna speak that over myself. I'm a little discapable at the moment for now. Only for now. You know what I mean? This is the passage for me to have a quality of life, you know? And even still, I haven't really actually been coming on and haven't been doing a lot of content because I've been so consumed and been consumed of trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work. And it's not up to me to make anything work. It's up to God to make things work for us. We be trying so hard to put things in place, to take and move things this way and then do it this way and then get it this way. I have the sheriffs that's coming here to kind of put me out, and it's because I kept my money and I was going to keep my money. That's what I was going to do, so I'll be able to move somewhere else. So in terms of me doing that, taking a stand, putting my feet down, I came up with a whole lot of other things that's going along with it. But with that being said, I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to trust the process. And I know God has me. Hi, Cherish Church. Yes, Family Quarter Live. I haven't been on live. I just was just stating that I've been so consumed, right? And I'm not going to be consumed. I have to go with how things is going. I have to trust the process. So I have to be out of here on Thursday at this place I've been at for 6 years and has made me sick and so forth and so on. But that's neither here nor there. Um, so I've been fighting the court with the guy over the mold. He's a really bad, evil guy, and he's not going to have no good luck to have somebody stay in a place that has the mold that I have. That I gotta use a breathing machine that I never even had asthma or anything. Spirit led, spirit fed. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to keep going. This is my what is this thing? You got to keep my shucks this thing to keep my legs apart because you can't cross them, you can't put them to the back. So I'm managing, and today I feel so good. Yeah, the brace. Yes, 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 yes. I feel so good today. I got up and I showered, and I'm just sitting here, and I said want to go live so I can, keep going because this is when you need to encourage people when you go through, not when you get better. I want them to see how good God is. He's awesome. So when the sheriffs came yesterday, they've been giving me a runaround here in this Chester City. They forged the paperwork. They passed an inspection because the landlord paid. But I did my due diligence. I did my paperwork. I have all my emails. I've been to court, all those things. So I'm just looking for a lawyer because it ain't just for me because he has 20 properties and everybody lives this way. Because as he said to me, that we people, he's Vietnamese, but he said we people. So I don't know what that entitles or what that actually means, but anywho, it is what it is. So I'm going to get an Airbnb, my son and I, and stay there for a week. I have a place that I'm interested in, and it's close to my brother, so he doesn't have to come so far to help me out. And yeah, so that's that. It's gonna be fine. It's just an inconvenience. Then you get so caught up in your head, and I gotta. I have to work on that. I'm a work in progress. So I have a new set of wheels. One down, one to go. Okay. Oh yes, I will. I will. I will. Absolutely. I sure will. Cause I've been making a few calls today, and I'll do that. That'll be one of my phone calls that I make. Is to the fair housing. Thank you. Two is always better than one, right? So I'm on all this meds, and it's kind of it's making me a little foggy and groggy. Oh, okay, okay. That's what I worked so hard for it, but I just have to fight. You just expect I expect for people to do me the way I do them, and they just don't map out that way. But God, He sees it if no one else does. I realized that. So when the sheriffs came yesterday, I wasn't able to get the door open, but I left the door open because the nurse had to come in. So I told my son just to leave the door open because I'm not able to get there. So when the sheriff came back, they was out there about 10 minutes. I got a piece of paper that looked like a kindergarten had wrote, and he put it with blue tape up on my door. I didn't get home until Sunday, so that's when I got it. But he said that he was compassionate, so God showed me favor, And he gave me till Thursday because I'm not able to move and nobody else was here but myself. So, that was pretty awesome. I appreciated that. So I have until Thursday. So I done made my Airbnb and I just got my things together. My brother will be here to get my things to go to the Airbnb on Thursday. But other than that, everything is coming along. Um, and some things just gotta happen, They just gotta. It just has to work out that way. So I'm okay with that. But I just was just talking about me losing my best friend and how she spoke over her life and said that they were going to find her stinking. And that was 2 years ago. That's when I started this channel. 2026 of August, July. I'm sorry, July 26th was when I was able to go live. I had my 50 subscribers, and I did the live at the fundraiser that I did for the community. And she was talking about her kids not checking up on her, and they was gonna find her, and they did. They found her. She passed away. Well, we waited on the autopsy, but I'm figuring she was gone since the 2nd of June. They didn't find her until the 9th. We've been friends all our lives since we were like 7 years old. So yeah, that put a whole perspective on me. Actually, we named the flower child together. Yes, we named it together. Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna live her on, and I'm gonna really go hard. I'm going hard for us. So I just wanted to check in and say hi. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope there's something you can get something from it. If I can just get one person to say, "What must I do to be saved?" I did a good job. I did a good job. So that part. So I'm gonna go, and I am going to come and talk to you again tomorrow, maybe perhaps for a few minutes. And then we'll move along, and I'll have my meet me in the kitchen and some other things I had planned out that I've been thinking about doing my what they call it, hiatus. Yeah, hiatus. Oh, I love curry. Oh, companion. So through your weekly herb, the community is praying for you. I love you too. Thank you. Don't make me cry. I need that sometimes. Yes, I will. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. Talk to you later.